Welcome to Grumpy Wolf Reacts. I am Grumpy Wolf. Today, I am reacting to Erik Gornwell. Uh, to Hell and Back, the Erik Gornwell story. Gornwall story. In the comments of the Dan Vask I did last week with Erik in it, lots of comments asking to get into Erik's stuff. One specific individual recommended watching this short uh, story about Erik to get a good introduction into who he is. And then after that, I picked, I think, the first song on his new album, or maybe the title track. Like, yeah, the song that has the same title as the album. One or the other. I forget. I did this a few days ago, making the list and stuff. So, this is technically not my introduction to Erik because I heard him sing with Dan. I've heard of the Heat. I didn't really listen to their music that I know of. I didn't know the song they did last week, him and Dan. Anyways, all that's just here. I saw the comments. I enjoyed what he did with Dan, so I am checking out more of his stuff. Hopefully you all enjoy the reaction. Howlers, thank you for showing up and showing love as you always do. It means the world to me. If this is your first time on my channel, how I handle my reactions is I do a single playthrough where I pause, I talk, I give my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the music or content. Not always the most popular opinion. Most recent Ren reaction would be the best example of that. He finally released something I don't like. It happens. I'm surprised, but I guess it happens. Anyways, here for Erik. What are you doing, my boy? Getting comfy? Let's be chop. Okay. But yeah, not afraid to give my honest opinion. So, there will be a link. I'm doing both videos in this reaction, the introduction, backstory thing, and that first song. Both links will be in the description. Please you watch them both on his channel. Supporting the artist on their channel and their platforms is the most important thing you could do for a reactor. We reactors are not replacements for the artist. We are promoters for the artist. So let's work together. Also in that description will be links to my Discord and Patreon if you wish to join the community and support the channel. With all that being said, let's get into this. Back it up to 0. I have sound. Let's go.
I was lying in a hospital bed. I didn't know if I was going to make it, and I made a promise to myself. If I survive this, I will sing for the rest of my life. My name is Erik Grönwall. I won Swedish Idol. I sang for Heat. I got cancer. I nearly died. I joined Skid Row. I sang for Michael Schenker. And then I decided to do my own thing. And this is the story. I grew up
Already. Damn. Didn't know a lot of that. I think someone in the comments mentioned Skid Row. And the more I think about it, I think they gave me a lot of these details in the comments. That video got a lot of comments. And I do my best to acknowledge and react to every comment that I can. I at least want to go through and like them all because you took the time to watch and give me your opinion. So, and if you make recommendations, I take screenshots and I add it to the list, which is getting bigger and bigger every week. I may need to hold off on taking more requests for a little bit. I said this in a different video. I don't know. It's not that big, I don't think. I haven't counted. Like I've heard reactors say they have like almost 1,000 in their reaction request list before they start holding off, and I'm like, that seems like a lot to have as a backlog. I don't want to get that far. I want to keep it where it seems manageable to me. I don't know. I've also been enjoying just going through and picking the songs like just randomly. Um, so there may be a mix of requests and just me picking something randomly because it feels good. I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked a lot this morning. Or at least so far. We're only 7 minutes in. Oh, this might be a long one. Okay. I'm gonna let him continue. Uh Maybe hearing it from him is easier for me to absorb than reading it in the comments. I don't know. But he's gone through some stuff. Skid Row is the band that Dan was a part of as well. Were they a part of it together or at separate times? If I have that information correct, let me know in the comments. Y'all are amazing with that stuff. I appreciate all the information you give me. I want to create a section in the Discord where it's just me posting the stories for every artist that is given to me from y'all, like a little scrapbook type of thing. I'm just not savvy on the technical aspect and how to make that happen. So, work in progress. Anyways, let's let it continue.
I sang for Michael Schenker, and then I decided to do my own thing. And this is the story. I grew up obsessed with music. My dad was a musician in the 70s, and he taught me how to play the guitar, and he taught me 3 chords, A, D, E. And he told me, now you can play thousands of songs. I was like, thousands of songs? It's so powerful, you know? I won Swedish Idol, and I was 21 or 22 at the time. And I remember thinking, okay, it starts now, it's happening, you know? And then I realized I had no fucking idea what I was doing. So after Idol, I was on a major label, I had a career, I recorded music, but it wasn't a very good career until I was asked to join Heat. That changed everything for me. That was a rock band that sounded like the kind of rock that I like, that I grew up listening to. And that's where I found myself as a singer, artist, songwriter, my stage persona. That's where I became the artist that I am today. We toured pretty much.
It's kind of how I feel with this channel. Kind of music has always been a passion for me. Singing is, if you've watched any of my videos where I do it, is a passion of mine. It makes me feel good while I'm doing it. It helps set the mood going forward. And for some reason, posting it out there for all y'all to watch also gives me a little more, out of it, you know? I know I'm not the best. I don't think I'll ever be on a level where I could do something like this. But doesn't mean I can't sing and enjoy it. Anyways, I like these little backstory things or behind the scene type of things. But as like the channel I feel has given me a outlet for a lot of the stuff. Like some of the music helps me process stuff that I've been holding on to for a while, or it just gives me a place to speak my mind on things if the music brings me there. And it has been a very helpful outlet for me to have this channel, to have y'all here communicating with me. It's funny, my manager at work thinks his, and maybe they're helping some too, but his tactics or strategies to get, I don't know, like I can be very combative. So, and I feel he's someone who doesn't like being questioned, like me questioning things he considers arguing. But if something doesn't make sense, I'm going to ask questions until it makes sense. And if you just give the same answer every time I ask a question, you're not going to get it across. Because obviously that answer didn't help me understand. But the more I lean into the channel, the more I'm on here speaking my mind, the easier it is for me to control the way I ask my questions, which could be offsetting or potentially, but not potentially, not intentionally aggravating. Um, anyways, let's let him continue.
All over the world. We recorded music together for 10 years. We did so much stupid shit together, and it was the best time of my life. And then after 10 years, I decided I wanted to explore what else was out there, and I decided to leave the band. And that's when I got sick. Leukemia, blood cancer. I remember the moment the doctor told me. I still remember exactly where I was sitting. I remember what I was wearing. I remember what the room smelled like. You know, you don't forget something like that. The treatment was brutal. And I had days where I was like, okay, this is the end. My life is over. 33 years old. I had a bone marrow transplant, and I don't remember exactly when, but at some point during this process, I was like, I'm gonna fight this fucking thing. And if I make it out of here alive, I'm gonna sing for the rest of my life. And I made that promise to myself. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna sing for the rest of my life. And I made it out.
Powerful.
About 2 months later, 2 months after my bone marrow transplant, I got a DM on Instagram, and it was Rachel Bolan of Skid Row. Skid fucking Row. One of the bands I grew up listening to. 18 and Life, Youth Gone Wild. You know, it was so surreal because I did 18 and Life when I auditioned for Idol. What a full fucking circle moment. And they reached out to me 2 months after my transplant and asked me if I wanted to become their singer. And I was like, yeah, hold on, I'm just gonna call my doctor and see what she says. and I did. And I was expecting a no, obviously, because it was 2 months after my transplant. But she was like, yeah, it might work if you always stay close to a hospital and take your medicine, you should be fine. And I was like, really? Okay, let's fucking go. So 6 months after my transplant, I was in Las Vegas as the new lead singer of Skid Row. Before I even met the guys, we recorded an album together, and it was all so surreal. I weighed 55 kilos, but I knew that this was my moment, what I've been waiting for my whole life. And I knew I had to sing. I had to keep that promise to myself to sing for the rest of my life. And I ran out on stage that first night, and it was insane. We toured pretty much everywhere together, did a lot of shows in the States. We had a great run, but after 2 years of touring, my recovery caught up with me, and I had to take a step back to fully focus on recovering after all the treatments. So I spent about a year fully focused on healing, taking care of myself. I stopped taking the medication, and I've been working out, I've been doing martial arts, and today I feel like I did before I got sick. And then another legend.
This is inspiring as fuck. Just had to say that. The drive is the drive that going for your passion that it gives you is amazing when you finally find that thing. That makes you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you're meant to be doing. For me, it's this: sitting in front of a camera, listening to music, watching comedy, talking about it, giving my thoughts and whatnot, and then sharing it with everyone else. This last year has been freaking amazing for me. Channel growth. Like, I hit 1,000 before a year. I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,600 mark. Or like 60 something away from that. Once I got over my unrealistic expectations of what I thought would happen, it became a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable when I stopped, when I just leaned into just being me and not worrying about, is this one going to be the video that uh, blows up or whatever. Just sit here, enjoy it, and talk about it. Don't worry about the rest. It will happen in time. Once I came to that realization, everything started clicking. Once I started putting things in a somewhat order, switching to live streaming on Twitch or deciding to do reactions in the live streams, I was trying to be too different, I think. But when it comes to this, I'm a fan before I'm a reactor, and I think that's the difference I bring in a different way. Like, I'm not saying other reactors aren't fans. definitely not saying that. It's just, I don't know. Like, you hear them react and they go in completely blind. For certain artists, I can't do that. I'm too drawn in. If they release a little clip, I may listen to it. More than likely, we'll listen to it. But yeah, like going into it and you're watching a reaction and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that," and it was like they said it on Instagram 2 days ago. I don't know. Just how I am, I guess. But really enjoying the story. This is going to be a long one. Um, Debating on separating the two now, just so y'all don't have to sit through a super long thing. We'll see. If it comes out as two, I changed my mind. But as of right now, I'm probably gonna do two different ones.
I've been working out, I've been doing martial arts, and today I feel like I did before I got sick. And then another legend reached out to me, Michael Schenker. If you know rock music, you know what that means. So back on the road with Michael Schenker, I had the best time, but before that, something was building inside me. I asked myself at some point, who is Erik Grönwall? Because I've always been in bands and it's been great. But now I feel like it's time to tell my own story. I had so much music inside me that had never come out. And if I was going to keep that promise I made to myself at the hospital, I felt like I really had to do this. I had to do this for me. And the album Bad Bones is the answer to that question. I've experienced a lot of crazy things in my career, surreal things.
The album title makes a lot more sense knowing what he went through. I mean, it was blood cancer, but I okay, I think I'm going to enjoy this journey. Just from this little introduction here, I like who he is. I like his passion. I like his drive. And I know he's talented because of that video he did with Dan. So, do I let it just go or what?
But honestly, I feel like it's just starting now. I went on a soul-searching journey, just focusing on writing music together with my producer, Fredrik Tomander at Palma Music Studios, and my buddy, Jonah T. And we ended up with this album called Bad Bones, which will be out May 22nd. And it's the most honest thing I've ever done. Every song tells a story, and I'm extremely proud of this album and the start of this journey. My name is Erik Grönwall, and I will sing for the rest of my life. Yeah!
I hope he does a song called Sing for the Rest of My Life. Fitting, I feel. I'm not gonna separate it. We're gonna go right into it. Sorry for the long video. Hopefully y'all appreciate it. Grönwall. I was saying it wrong. I'm sorry. hold on. Okay. Give it a like. Pretty sure I'm subscribed. Let's just make sure. Yes, I am. Okay. Here's the song. Oh, Born to Break. I think so. I'm pretty sure I picked the first one then. Huh. I thought I went with the title one. Whatever. Here we are. Uh, Erik Grönwall, Born to Break official music video. Let's go.
We took the punches, we crossed the line. I hit the bottom but got up on night. You had a ball and I broke the chain. Makes all the difference that we both the same. Oh, life ain't what it seems. Oh, from a whisper to a scream, 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 yeah, come with me.
Whoo-hoo. Yeah. All right. So in the Damn Vast video, I already said he's got that sound of the bands and music I grew up listening to. I know he's a little bit younger than me, so he probably grew up listening to a lot of the same stuff. And it influenced, definitely. Loving the music, loving his voice. Chop is snoring. But all right, this is fire so far.
From a whisper to a scream, makes all the difference that we both the same. Oh, life ain't what it seems. Oh, from a whisper to a scream, 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 yeah, come with me. We're out the flame. We're living it up, living it our way. The ground will shake. We're about to break. We bet it all and we rolled the dice. There's no denying it, we paid the price. You held your ground in the dead of the night. We lost the battle, but we won the fight. Life ain't what it seems. Oh, from a whisper to a scream, 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 yeah, come with me. We're out the flame. We're living it up, living it our way. The ground.
Oh, this is fucking amazing. Oh, thank you for helping wash away the funk that has been on me since Thursday night. I'm glad I did this. Getting me rejuvenated again, because the mood I was in when I started the mood I've been in since Thursday night, finishing that reaction. I almost was debating on not streaming today to get videos done for the week. But his story, this song, washing all that away. Freaking amazing. The power of music, man.
Stronger than ever. I was never the one to turn back and run. Even if time is waiting for none, I'm gonna rise, I'm gonna be stronger than ever. Oh, from a whisper to a scream, scream, scream. Come what may, we're not the flame. We're living it up, living it our way. The ground will shake. We're born to break. We're not the flame.
Go, man, go!
Living it our way. The ground will shake. We're born to break. We're born to break.
Do I have the notifications on the right way? No. Look at that. He reminded me with that little animation. All right, man. Love that song. I think this is going to be an extremely enjoyable journey. Erik, I hope you sing for the rest of your life because your talent is amazing. That song was fire. I'm glad you're doing things your way. Having all that built up inside, I bet it feels good to get it out. I'm here for it. Thank you all for the requests. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Make sure you click the links to watch both videos. Support Erik on his channel and any platform you can. If you enjoyed my reaction, please give me a like and subscribe. Comment down below. Check out those links in Discord to join us on Discord and Patreon. Oh, there's going to be more Erik on the channel for sure. Stick around. Love you all. Thank you for sharing your time with me. It means so much that you do. Until next time, share the love, and everybody wins. Grumpy